Welcome to the Dixie Doggers podcast. We're here to share knowledge and heritage. We hope y'all enjoy. Southern Cross. It's the best cut gear in the business. We run it on our dogs. Hit up Dave Williams at Southern Cross Cut Gear. Go to www.hogdoggear.com. If you're looking for Brahma and Brahma Cross cattle, Marc Rankin with the Rankin Ranch 38 Cattle Company, he specializes in them. He is the man for the job. He's based out of Oglethorpe County, Georgia, and you can contact him at 407-832-2077.
If you're buying or selling land, farms, or hunting property, these folks know land. Phil Wilson with UC Hunting Properties, 678-791-3483.
All right, everybody, what's happening? Joey Nate here. We had a little technical difficulty on the last time that we talked to Dan, and so he got back on the horn with us, and we're going to continue on. So the last time we were talking, we didn't get into the new venture that you guys are on. So tell everybody what the hell y'all are doing.
So, putting it short, we're building a bay pen in Tijuana. It would be the West Coast's I guess first legal bay pen. It's not, there's something it's not legal in California, that's for sure.
No.
But the good thing is that we have Mexico, just a short drive.
Yeah.
Away. So we're definitely going to do that.
So how hard is it to get into Mexico?
It's not hard at all. They don't even check you. You just go through.
Just drive on through, huh?
Yeah, they might stop you if you have a truck full of stuff, or
we have dogs and stuff,
Yeah, usually the dogs, they don't really, I've taken dogs. They don't stop you for that. I've brought dogs back. I went out there to get a dog's leg amputated, and I brought it back, and the Americans kind of asked me hey, what were you doing? And it's okay, I took this dog to the vet. They let me pass, but then once, the next day I was home, I got a knock on the door hey, we want to check on this dog's welfare. And it's okay,
yeah.
He's right here. I took him down there to see the vet. Down up here, it was going to be thousands of dollars. Over there, it was hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Big difference. So it's they just checked him and said, oh, okay, well, yeah, he looks good. So, all right, that's it.
Well, that wasn't. It seems to me like and I know I'm gonna catch shit about this, but it seems like if you're compliant and you just kind of go along with it and be like, yeah, guys, you can look at it. You don't give a bunch of trouble. That usually it's not really too bad. There's always the case where they can turn it into something that it's not, of course.
Oh yeah, exactly. If you're being a jerk,
but if you're being a jerk about shit or just being a smart ass because it offends you, then, and I'm one of those, I don't know how to shut up most of the time. So it's, I try to be cordial if I ever have any kind of interactions like that. But it's hard sometimes when, like you said, you just drove to get your dog fixed, and then somebody comes up to make sure that that's what you done. Well, damn, why would I go to the damn vet if I wasn't taking care of my dog?
Exactly. Right. That's what the animal control guy was like. Well, yeah, I understand you're helping your dog, but we had to come check because we got the report. But other than that, I've never gone hassled. So yeah, it should be a good thing. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is, I know in the southern states, a lot of people hog hunt, so a lot of people have hog dogs to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to compete, right? They feel like they could win.
Yeah.
Out here it's very rare. So we might get, people who will try it out. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but we're just gonna do it.
Yeah, it's a long drive for us, but I think we have not failed to make at least one appearance at every bay pen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it would be dope. It's gonna be dope. I mean,
yeah.
it won't be like a huge spot. I don't know
Mhm.
how many hogs we could keep there. I mean, how many hogs do bay pens keep to begin with? Like
Well,
how many boars?
I mean, it honestly, it's going to depend. Jake Locano, Rusty Mayshore, uh, Marc. They're Marc Bannister. They're the guys who could tell you definite numbers. Jake runs the bigger side of things, and so he would definitely be able to tell you, what you need, and to help you with that. I'm sure he would.
Hmm.
As a matter of fact, he just tried to call when as soon as we started. But like I know to run a pretty good show, you need 25 to 30.
Yeah.
And that's like going off of like with what Marc and Rusty on that, not like an Uncle Earl size show, but like a real good event. I would say, probably 30 head of good hogs, and they got to be good hogs, because if you get them if all they do is just run around in a circle, well, then that's going to deter a lot of people, because it's hard to bay a hog that won't stop running.
Yeah, they got to kind of defend themselves, right?
Yeah, you want to take those hogs and you want to work them to get them broke in, basically. It needs to be kind of like the bucking bulls.
Yeah,
You got these bulls that'll buck like crazy, and then you have some that won't do shit.
yeah.
A cowboy
So we're
can't
gonna have
get a
to,
good score with one that won't do shit.
yeah. So we'll have to cull through some and
Sure.
get some good performers and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be something there. Like I said, I would myself. That's what I would do. I would get with the guys that do this, that are at the top notch level in the sport, and they might be willing to give you some advice on that, as far as like what you need and what to look for and all that.
Yeah,
Because
and
like I've competed, but that's I know what I like, and everybody's gonna have their own personal thing. But as from a business side of it, you got to have somebody who's in the business.
yeah. So another thing I was thinking, like I know, like I don't, it's not like we could just go to the woods and just grab a hog from the woods in Tijuana. Like it's not like that. So we'll have to get them, from somewhere. And once we do find the ones that perform, like we'll have to take care of them, right?
Yeah.
Like we ain't trying to get them all beat up
No, that you want to have a good set of hogs that you can use, to. Now they have an event in Georgia, and what they do is they're allowed to go out and catch these hogs and use them for that one event. Then after that event, they have to get rid of the hogs. And now, but here's the downside to that: the hogs aren't super consistent. You know what I mean? You might get one that's 80 pounds and the next one be 180 pounds. Fluctuations like that. Then you might have one hog that's kind of weak, and then the other one is super badass. So, but for that event, it's great. It works out good. Now, like I said, that's on what I call having a good time event. Everybody's hanging out. You get to meet new people. It's a place to congregate. Then you got the competition, the sure enough shit, and that's what Jake does.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, his hogs are going to be top notch hogs. They're going to be tough, and he's going to have a set of hogs. He's going to have the same 50 head of hogs that he can rotate through. And if one of them gets weak or one of them gets down or something like that, that hog's taken out of the rotation. You got fresh ones to back it up.
Yeah.
So that, like I said, it's one of those things there, man. I really have you talked to Jake Locano?
Not about. I mean, I've seen him. I've seen him at Uncle Earl's and
Yeah.
kind of met him and stuff, but I didn't tell him anything about it.
I got you.
But I probably would. Yeah, I would need to talk to him at some point just to.
Yeah, like he's the damn. He's the man. And I don't want to make his head no damn bigger than it is, because that son got a big old head. But he does know how to run a show. So he would definitely.
Yeah, that Uncle Earl's was dope, man. There was a ton of dogs. That's why.
Yeah, that's a lot of dogs.
Fuck yeah, that's so. If they had 50 50 hogs there, then I see why.
Oh no, I don't know how many they have for Earls. It's way more than that. Hell, they brought
Probably
what,
a couple hundred.
4 trailer loads
God.
in, 4 or 5.
Oh,
I know
shit.
3 for sure. Oh yeah, there's hundreds of hogs in that. Uncle Earl's, and this is what from me talking to Jake is like basically he starts planning Uncle Earl's as soon as that event's over.
Mhm.
He starts planning for the next one because it's a lot of moving parts. It really is. It's a lot of stuff there. All the vendors and all the people. Well, that's just a side effect of getting everything else in place. Having all the show itself, all the trophies, all the classes together, all your sponsors. There's a lot of shit that goes on with it.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's my hat's off to him because we've done small events, and I'm like, damn, man, this stuff's stressful. I couldn't imagine dealing with 10,000 plus people.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be very good at it.
Is that how big Uncle Earl's was on the weekend?
Yeah, because like through the course of the week, there's probably 12 to 15,000 that's pretty consistently coming through there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you got to stop and think. There's 1,000 runs just in dogs.
God damn. Yeah, there was a lot of dogs.
Yeah, it's a lot, and that's why it has a good payout. And it's the biggest deal in the hog dog sport. And like I said, that's for the hard competition side of things. That's kind of like the Olympics,
Mm-hmm.
But then you got like Marc Bannister. He's got the oldest running pen out there, and it's kind of almost like a woods pen. It is a woods pen. You know what I'm saying? It's a woods pen.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one. That one's
Hickory
super
crossings.
cool.
Yeah, hickory crossings.
Yeah, that one's cool. I think my dog would probably like that better because it was like kind of natural, right? Trees inside of the pen and stuff.
Yes, and he's got there's a little creek down there in the bottom. It's pretty cool. It's like it's in the woods. That's not like being in the woods. It is in the woods. And then you got Broughton Island Tadpole. They have one out there, and it's more on the coast in South Georgia. And then you have Abbeville. That's once a year. And then we have Rusty Mainshore's out there in Oklahoma. And what Rusty's been doing is more of a woods dog competition. There's still some guys that have the professional dogs that show up, but mostly it's just guys that hunt those dogs. Guys like us and Boars N Broads, I can't say that because a lot of the people that go to the bay pens that compete, they also hunt. So I can't take that away. But for a lot of us, we hunt more than we compete. So that bay pen out there, we all like it pretty good because it's, it's not real big. You'll have enough there that you can make a good little paycheck if you win. Mm-hmm. Some nice prizes. It's always been fair, and you can't beat the host. The host is one of the best guys in the world. Mm-hmm. Just don't hardly answer his phone, but he is a great guy.
Yeah, so that's the plan, man. That's the plan. We're trying to do something. Cali people, dude, I get constant messages all the time, like, hey, can you take us on a hunt? Can you get us a pig? It's like, I can't. If I get you a pig, what the hell am I gonna do with it for the week that you're gonna take to come out? Like, I don't have a pen. Like, I don't have even a trailer to pull them out of the woods. Like, I'm not. A small hog is 80 pounds. I can't carry that motherfucker a mile to my truck. Like, like I cannot pull my truck up to any of these spots.
It's so crazy.
It's walking, and sometimes we're miles in, 4 hours in, and it's like, okay, then we're not gonna find a hog today because we got to sweep a whole area on foot.
Yeah.
So it's not like I could just get a hog, but if we get down there and start breeding them and stuff and and having enough, then yeah, we could definitely get people to go down there, and
I
it'd be
think
like,
you could. It's something really new,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not new. It's new to that area, and those people, like you said, I talked to a bunch of people from Cali, and they're all about it. Like they want to do this shit because they can't.
yeah,
Like you said, they can't do the stuff that we do.
yeah. And if they do, it's got to be low key, and then
Oh
like
yeah,
they can't compete for it.
no.
Definitely, they can't advertise it. They can't, they can't make content out of it. So yeah, no, that's what we want to do. And
How big a property do you got?
it's not huge. Well, the
Okay.
property is big because of the event, but the pen size, it's a good size. It's a good size pen. So it would be a good size.
It doesn't have to be as big as Uncle Earl's, that pen there. That's really, really oversized, but it is the granddaddy of them all, so it's got to be big. But for most of the bay pens that we go to, it's probably a third of that size.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say? Maybe a third or a fourth of that size.
I've seen Rusty's. That's kind of how like about the size that it looks like.
Very compact.
Yeah. Rusty's is functional as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's a good one.
We just need one more gate.
Just one more.
One more gate. That's it. We're good. But no.
What's it?
No, it's just in the chutes, the setups and stuff. Just another holding gate.
I see.
Yeah, when you build it, you got staging areas. Like you'll have to have so many pigs in line, and then you'll have to have them separated. And you don't want to run the same hog over and over and over and over. I've seen people do that. Like little backyard bays, they'll run one hog, and put 20 dogs on it, and that poor hog, that son of a bitch can't even walk.
Probably die.
Right? Yeah, you're stressing it to death. So what you want to do is you got to have enough. That's what I'm saying. You got to have enough hogs to really do it. I should just call Jake and just strong arm him into telling us how many hogs.
I'll talk to him eventually. Yeah, so the plan is to kind of be the Mr. Mason of the West Coast, kind of,
Yeah.
That's what everybody calls me for and like messages me for and like, hey, get us on the hogs. Like, I can't. Not here, at least.
Yeah. I mean, once you get to that point, like you said, if you've already got a venue and a place to do it, well, the hard shit. I mean, but now there's a lot to still, like you said, there's a whole lot you still got to do.
Oh yeah.
But here in the U.S., there's a lot of shit you got to jump through, a lot of testing, and you got to make sure certain like city limits and all these legalities to even have that event.
Yeah.
And down there, I'm sure you don't have to worry about that. You could probably just make a small donation and be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, people down there have lions and tigers in their fucking neighborhood, so.
Yeah, that's wild.
So, like, you think a pig is going to be, it shouldn't be.
No, and they're used to competition with animals in that area.
We'll be back after a quick break.
A quick thanks to supporters of the Dixie Doggers podcast: Southern Cross Cut Gear, UC Hunting Properties, Rankin Ranch 38 Cattle Company, Animal Housing Solutions, Boars N Broads, Ada Y Transport, Crockett Taxidermy and Processing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so this guy's already has like permits for some stuff, and because of the rooster stuff that he does. So, so he's definitely he's got his foot in the door for events like that.
Yeah, tell some of our listeners out there about all the rooster stuff out there. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, this guy is he's legit. He's got his spot, man. It's like a big arena. I'll send you some videos.
Yeah.
He's got an arena. It's like 3 stories, and they do events, and he's got bands that go there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of they're called palenques. It's one of the biggest palenques out there. And I think might be only like 3 of them from what we talked to him about. And It's 3. He has, once he has events, he has servers, he has food vendors. It's a whole thing.
Shit. Like, yeah. Oh man,
If
you could hold a hog bay and you had like shit like that, dude, nobody would give a damn about the hogs. Like we would just be having a good ass time.
I'm just gonna go down there and drink beer and eat.
You can run my dogs. I'll be like, hey, I'm bringing some dogs. You don't run.
So once we showed the guy the idea, he was like, oh shit, damn, okay. He was about it. He was like, this sounds good.
Hell.
We showed him all the videos of Goose and like all these hogs, and he's like, yeah. He was about it. And then, there's always the workers and event places. They always got these guys that kind of always live there and kind of are almost like homeless people, but they're not because they live there. So these guys were like, hey, yeah, we're going to start cleaning it up right now.
Oh, yeah, they was ready, huh?
Yeah, so they have another section of the property that they had it full of junk, and they just had to go sell a bunch of metal and get it all cleaned up and leveled out. So that's what they were gonna do, and I mean, labor is cheap out there. Once we get it all cleaned up, the material and labor shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I was thinking to say the material and stuff's pretty cheap down there. You said.
I mean, it's not like dirt cheap, but it's cheaper than here for sure. Yeah.
I can only imagine in California how much it costs. Like I don't know. I think everything here is super expensive, but I know it's not in comparison. How much is gas where you live at? Like a tank of
$4 something. It's over $4. Like it just depends where you go. Like Shell and stuff like that. Chevron, they got it at almost $5, but like Arco is like low 4s, 4 something, under 450.
Is diesel higher? Diesel a lot higher there?
No, it's actually kind of the same.
Really? Well, see, diesel's a lot more expensive here. Used to it was way cheaper, and now it's more expensive. Diesel's $4 a gallon.
Oh, damn! Really?
Yeah, and gas is $2.50.
Yeah,
a lot of
$2.80. It's less than $3. Like if you get premium, you're going to be at $3.
I'd say between $2 and $3 because it just depends where you go in Alabama.
Because like we can go to South Alabama and gas will be 50 cents cheaper, and then we can go closer to Atlanta and it'd be 50 cents more.
You go Fayette, later it's going to be $2.75.
So.
Yeah, now I know out here they got a lot of like it's like a new diesel. It's not number 2. It's a different one.
Yeah, it's probably a biodiesel or something.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's a little different. I don't remember what it's called because
some weird.
I work for a Sprinter dealership, Mercedes.
Yeah.
And that diesel is causing a lot of stuff on these new Sprinters. Like it's causing issues. And when we take a fuel sample, it's like almost like it's like water. It's like real watery. And we're like, hey, we're testing it as contaminated, but it's really not. It's just this different diesel.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's not number 2. So number 2 is the green one. This new one is like it's like I think the tag for it is like a light blue.
Really?
But yeah, no, it's not regular number 2 diesel no more. It's a little different.
Never heard of it.
Odd.
Yeah, we're not going to be up to date on that kind of stuff here.
Which is good because I mean, I'm telling you, it's causing some problems, and especially with Mercedes, like they're weird. They got a bunch of sensors and stuff. So
So with this, when you get this thing going, what kind of date are you anticipating? Like, I mean, within the next year? Or
probably. Hopefully, by the end of the year, we'll have the pen built, and then the next thing would be getting hogs.
Yeah.
I just met a man in the state of Nuevo Leon, which is right under Texas.
Oh yeah.
That they hunt hogs, and they got a bunch of hogs out there. So
I know some guys that live real close to that, but they're on the Texas side.
Yeah, like McAllen, right, somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would either have to go over there and either get some piglets or some bad boars and transport them over here through
Yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Because
They won't give
definitely
you no
you.
shit about that at all. They don't care, do they?
I mean, they might, but we'll see about permits
Yeah.
when we get there. It's most Mexican checkpoints and stuff. All you show them something, they're like, okay, that's good. Fucking, I'm telling you, people got tigers and lions. Like,
Yeah. They don't give a shit.
yeah, our vet actually has 2 tigers. Our vet down there.
Yeah.
He has 2 tigers. He was telling he's the one that amputated my dog's leg. He was telling us that he's got a white tiger and one of the orange ones.
Damn.
So maybe I should ask him like what kind of permits.
Dude, I was fixing to say I would definitely be talking to that vet because he's going to tell you. And if you need something,
you might maybe buy some Russian boars or something.
yeah, he might know where the real deal shit's at. Because like some of those exotic sales, I have seen like they'll come through with the true Eurasian boars, and those are some bad motherfuckers right there. Excuse my language.
I know some spots here that they sell some of them.
Really? That's what I'd be buying. I'd be buying them badasses.
And getting them across the border would probably be the issue.
Yeah.
So I mean, I probably won't even try it. But there's definitely an exotic animal trade down there for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty wild because like years ago they had all kinds of exotics and stuff with the cartels and all that. They were, Pablo, he's like, bring me some hippos. Bring me a hippopotamus. So that, they could get anything they wanted. I imagine there's still a lot of shit like that.
Yeah, now they got hippos in Colombia, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Free ranging.
Hell yeah. Man,
that's crazy.
Bitch. I'd pay the hell out of it.
That's something I need to eat you.
Send the bulldogs on in the ass.
I mean,
I know
bigger than the Toyotas.
I know a guy from South Texas that I talk to a lot. And they got a lot of exotics. He catches exotics and sells them to high fences and stuff.
Wow.
And he was telling me he knows the guy who breeds warthogs. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, that'd be something.
If you had a bay with some warthogs, I would definitely drive there.
Yeah, right.
Me and Rodney and Nate would be in that little black Toyota with the full front end falling out. We'd just be driving down there. I put Chaos and Junior in there and let him smoke that ass. Get that 9.9. Get that 9.9, baby.
Yeah, so there's definitely ways to get animals for sure. But yeah, man,
that'd
honestly,
be cool shit though.
That's the plan. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and once we do it, once we have it all ready, we're just gonna see what happens. Honestly,
I really think that, and it's just me, my personal thing, but sometimes just doing it is the best way. Because like you can plan and prepare and do all those things, and sometimes that's going to take the fire out of you because you're like, man, there's so much I got to do. And then versus just like, look, man, we're just going to fucking do it. A lot of times it just, and then you can see what you need to do to make it better. And
once you're there, right?
Yeah. Because there's going to be people that they're going to support it no matter what. They're going to support it whether you have 10 hogs there or 110 hogs, and whether you have 1 acre or you have 100 acres. And that's what I've learned in doing this stuff is like, there's people that's going to support you no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have those that's going to bitch and complain about it no matter what, and then you'll have the rest of the world. And so as long as you're doing it, you ain't just talking about it.
Yeah. So in the hog world, I've noticed, especially out here, there's people who actually hunt, and then there's people who just want to see their dog on a hog.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
And so those are the type of people that like I'd take, and then it's like when it's time to take meat, it's like, oh no, I don't want meat. And then it's like, oh shit. So now if we have a bay pen and stuff, if we got enough hogs, come down. Fuck it,
Yeah.
I got a hog for you.
That's right.
Just like Mr. Mason, right? Mr. Mason in Texas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
You,
I've never been out. I've never been to his place, but I know a lot of people who have.
oh yeah, and it's all like mostly pet people, and they just want that. Hey,
Yep.
I want to see if my dog will do it.
Yep. No, that's exactly right. Yeah, I know.
So
I know a couple guys who've been there.
Hey, you guys ever talked to Mr. Mason?
I haven't, not really.
Never had him on.
No. We've talked to a couple of people who's asked me, about getting him on, and which like we've got a lot of people on the list that we just kind of go down the list, and it might be another year before we can get to him, but and that's one thing we do. Like we don't really we don't push anybody out of the way for the next person.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to sound out of the way or nothing. It's like everybody to me is equally important. We go down through here, whether you just started hunting or you've been hunting for 80 years, whatever. If we got you on the list, we go down the list. If you can't make the interview, you get to the bottom of the list.
Yeah. Basically, I guess we would say like scheduling the podcast would be like, first we got like our monthly segments, usually the highest concern. And then it would be like we usually pick a couple that we want to do and then pick a couple that people have been requesting.
Mm-hmm.
And so trying to balance all three of those is kind of hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then sometimes people cancel on you or like they just can't do it or they're not receptive of it or they don't answer at all.
Yeah, Mr. Mason made a post I think last week saying that he was like having some health issues and he was going to slow down a lot on the stuff.
Yeah.
So I wonder like if he will ever like stop completely or
I don't know. I need to talk to him though. Like I said, he's been doing it a long time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know plenty of people who go to him and they travel from like New York down to see him.
Yep.
And just for that, just to put their dogs on a hog.
Yep. Mm-hmm. There ain't no doubt. I know a guy who drove from Georgia, went out there and let his dog hit a hog a couple times, and that's it. I was like, there you go. But I can appreciate that part too because they're serious about it. They want to see. They want to see what they got. And go ahead.
Another thing, I know, and nowhere in the U.S. Catch dog competitions are just outlawed everywhere, right?
Yes.
So that's another thing that we could possibly do down there in Mexico.
Yeah. That used to be like the biggest thing, with the even having the bays and all that. They would have the catch dog contest. But that's, like I said, nobody's done that in many, many years. That's always drew the catch and tie,
Yeah. Oh, is that what it was? Like you catch it and tie it, and they would time it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. That right there was probably the biggest draw. A lot of people wanted to do that.
Really?
Oh yeah. Because like you could have guys that were had good dogs and were super fast, but they couldn't tie fast. And then you could have a guy who was just average, but he could tie really fast. And so it was always competition. There was good competition.
Yeah. So that's another thing that's on my mind. If we would be the only place almost in the world, right? Because if the whole U.S. can't do it.
If you could do that, you will pack the house. You will have it. It will be packed, guaranteed. I don't give a fuck where it's at. Like I'm telling you, like it's. I know some motherfuckers who are coming. I know a lot of them that'll be coming.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll figure it out.
I'll have 20 head at least with me.
Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, once we're in it, we'll see.
Well,
But right now, for now, the it's just we're it's getting cleaned. They're getting all the junk out of there, and we're gonna start building the pen.
hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you're making some progress on it because, when you first brought it up to me, it ain't been that long ago. I was like, damn. Then you told me y'all got the property. I was like, well, they're moving on pretty quick. That's usually a good sign.
It was just an idea at one point, and then like everything just kind of. That man, we've been knowing him for years. My brother's been knowing him for years, and that man's been telling my brother, "Hey, just come down, come to these shows, come see."
Mm-hmm.
And my brother never went. He's just like, whatever. And then when I gave him this idea, he's like, hey, you know what? I think I know the man, just who to call.
Mm-hmm.
And we called him, met him. The guy's clean. He doesn't have no ties to like any cartels or whatever. He's a retired man he works for a company out there. He's clean.
Cool.
And his shows are clean, and yeah.
That's a plus.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, it's very easy to get mixed up in that area with some people who aren't that clean.
Yeah, with the wrong people. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next thing you know, you're out there in the fucking desert, cut up into pieces.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
Go ahead.
My brother, he was in prison here for 11 years.
Yeah.
He got deported, so he's got a mentality. He gets a lot of respect from a lot of people.
Cool.
He's not. He's a clean guy. He doesn't got anything to do with none of this stuff. But the way he carries himself, he's got respect. And he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, so.
Oh hell.
So he knows the right people. I mean, and he's known some wrong people too, but they got that same respect for him. My brother, he ran, or we used to own a car wash and a body shop. But things got funky with family, and they ended up taking the property from us. So he kind of lost all of that. So, but when he was working, he built the car wash and all that, he met a lot of people, politicians. He trains with a lot of people too. So yeah, he's a good guy to have.
Hell yeah.
That's why I feel we got something going, me and him working together, because he's a doer, I'm a doer, and we're just gonna do it.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's what it takes. Man, I'm thrilled about it. Like I said, I can't guarantee that I can be like, oh yeah, man, we'll come every single time or anything, but we'll make the trip at least once.
Yeah.
And, I just think it's going to be cool just because it's so out of it, you know what I mean? It's not for that area. You never heard of that.
Yeah, no, not at all. And there's a lot of dog people. Yeah. There is.
Well, you got people from New Mexico, Arizona, in those places right there, they have, bear and lion hounds, and they'll bay. Like they could bring those dogs to a bay pen, because a lot of those guys, they'll bay big boars and stuff too. They're not actually trying to find them, but the dogs are going to bay them.
Yeah,
if they run across them. Yeah. And that's just like we have a lot of bear hunters that show up to some of the bay pens here. And also in their off season, they'll bring their bear dogs down here to where we live at, and they'll run hogs just to keep them in shape. So, I mean, there's potential for it to be, to really work.
Oh yeah. And Tijuana is a huge ass city. Like, I don't know if you haven't been there, it's fucking ton of people, and there's a lot of dog people. I used to go on Craigslist and find bull terriers all day.
Really?
Jack Russells, back in the day, from Tijuana. I'm still actually in a group where I've never said anything, but I'm in a Facebook group where people sell and stuff, and it's all right there in Baja.
That's cool.
And they're active daily.
Damn. Yeah,
man.
there's a lot of people that don't, they don't realize that that's a real world. Like that's real world shit that happens. They're so used to, say people where I live at, they only see it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that they know is when Bob took Richie down there to get a fucking tattoo. That's all they know.
Or they went to a strip club or whatever, right? A whorehouse.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's all they know. So they're like, they don't realize it's a fucking real place, and that there's things that happen that's cool as hell. Like no doubt. And like you said, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can get yourself in a bind. You can get in trouble real quick, real easy.
Oh yeah.
And so like I said, I'm ready. I'm already ready. I'm ready.
I think the Greyhound track might be still active there in Tijuana. They have a whole Greyhound racing track. I think they do it.
Well, I know they've been hard on the racetracks and stuff here in the U.S. You can't hardly do anything anymore.
I know one of the sideshows to that was like they would put a little monkey on a Greyhound and make it run with the monkey jockey on its back.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, see, that was one of the sideshows that they had.
Yeah, you do some shit like that here, you're going to jail. Yeah, I would definitely pay to see it. Well, I'd probably be one of the guys to be like, "Hey, y'all can use my monkey." Yeah, but no, man, that's pretty cool. Maybe everything is like I said. I would definitely get with Jake and find out like the number of hogs and stuff. That would turn out for a good show, and any other things that you might need. He'll know all the stuff to do that. I think it'd be a big help.
Yeah, no, I definitely need to talk to somebody with experience. But I probably once we got it set up and we got a couple hogs on there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Once we're there, right now it's just getting it built, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you get it, once you get it, I would check all them permits and stuff, to make sure, like you said, I don't think you have to have a lot, but if that guy's already doing venues where they got game roosters right there breaking head high and it's a legal venue, I'm sure a bay pen ain't going to be nothing.
Yeah, right, because, I mean, it's just baying a hog. It's not like...
Yeah. Now, the catching competition, I don't see where that would be.
At the catching time and
I don't
catch them, come off of it real quick.
Yeah, that's the way you do it. You don't want to leave them on it anyway. Even if it's legal to do it, you don't want to let it just stay there and tear the hogs to pieces. No. You want to catch it. It's about speed.
I think a lot of people were doing sub 40 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Kevin Brooks, I think he said they had like 17 seconds or something like that.
Shit.
Probably because Randy Domney showed him how to do it. That's what I would think.
Kevin's going to get.
No, Kevin, he'll tell you. Like, he knows. Kevin knows.
Kevin will give you a loogie.
Where was the last catch dog comps? Like what state?
I think Alabama, when 60 Minutes was there recording them undercover. And it got televised nationally, and that shut down everything in Alabama.
Oh, really? So they got exposed?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What year was that, you know?
05?
Yeah. I was saying before 2010, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was 2000. Yeah, it was 2005, I believe.
Yeah, I know. So, you know what? A guy from Arizona. Yeah, a guy from Arizona. Because I posted something about it on my page, and the guy he was like, "Hey, dude, I was at the last one, and it's on, the video's on YouTube. It might be that what you're saying, 60 Minutes.
Probably is."
He's like, I was in it. He was like, I was there, and I was in the video.
Damn.
But he told me he had an American Bulldog that he took, and they did it.
Yeah, and I don't know if 100% if it was 60. I think it was 60 Minutes or something like that. But I know they had like a local news coverage. It was all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was everywhere.
Shit.
That was the first time I'd ever heard of really, well, other than Uncle Earl's, I didn't know they had bay pens in Alabama. Of course, I wasn't really even hog hunting, you know, but it was on the news. It was like, holy shit.
And they got caught up bad, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yep, they damn sure did.
Was it illegal or just or not yet at that point, or?
Well, there was, I think at the time, there was a bunch of laws that had just passed. And because they're for a long time, like, they didn't have the animal cruelty stuff and all that. And then a lot of that shit had passed. Like, they weren't even getting our state on a state level. Federal level, yes. But on our state levels, like, there's a lot of shit, like with the rooster fights. With any of that stuff, like, it was still going on pretty heavy. And it still happens here and there. Like I said, they just busted one 2 months ago, I think it was, not far from here where we live at. And like, it was literally just a fine, a small fine, like $35.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
Damn.
like, yeah, for a long time. And now, unless it's federal gets involved and it's on a state level, it's not as harsh. And so, like I said, I don't know the facts on as far as when it was, if it was illegal then, or if that's why it became illegal. I think that's probably why it became illegal, because of those dumbasses, you know. Because I know for a long time they were, you know, they would have them, and it was kind of under the radar. You didn't advertise it, you know.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like now it's, you know, then there was like, yeah, we'll put your ass in jail if you do that.
Yeah.
Not just
Well,
not just that. It's one of those things now. Even if it wasn't illegal, 100% illegal to do it, it would still be frowned upon so much. You just really you wouldn't even want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People protesting.
Oh, dude, it'd be horrible. I think that's what Marc and them said, that they've had people show up and sit out there and protest and shit, you know. And that ain't nothing but a damn headache then, you know.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything on it? I don't know, but you just have to keep us updated on all that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be making posts about it too, you know, because a lot of people been asking me.
Mm-hmm.
Do regular bay pens have like terrier size classes?
They'll have a terrier class. A lot of them they have in the past, and that's how I got into them. Like, that's what I was competing with, is all my Jags and stuff, Patterdales. Mm-hmm. Well, all my Patterdales didn't bay shit.
They grabbed on her.
Oh yeah, I've never had any Patterdales that barked at anything.
Damn.
Yeah, like, I mean, and then I crossed them to game dogs, and then they really made them stupid. I'm talking about absolutely insane. But they were hard. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't no stopping them. They weren't gonna quit on you. But they didn't live long though.
Oh, because of that.
Yeah, they were fucking absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having the gamest little pit bull, and they only weighed 16, 18, and 22 pounds.
Yeah, no, it definitely.
Oh, they were bad. Oh my God, they were bad.
No, I mean, people think it's just getting cut, but they can get their backs broken, or, like they get smashed or whatever. Oh, yeah, like, cutting isn't the only thing a boar can do.
No, hell no. I've had damn legs broke, like you said. Their damn backs broke. And it's not just the boar itself. It's all the things that go with it. Rocks on a bluff or a cliff or in the creek or in the river. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
You get dogs out, like in certain areas, like with cactus and stuff. They get their eyes. You can get their eyes put out by running through cactus.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Shit like
Yeah,
that, you know.
I've seen a boar like smashing a dog and just like on its side up against some stuff.
Oh,
and the dog, you could tell it was having trouble breathing and it couldn't really pant, but it was still hanging on. So, when a dog can't pant, it'll overheat quick.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the only way they can cool down, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so. But that's something like I try to pay attention to is like where we're going to cast our dogs or turn our dogs loose and which direction we're headed. And can we keep the hogs going that direction, or are they going to come back towards us? Which way the land lays? Is it deeper, steeper canyons over here, or is it flat farmland, or is it going to be swamps over there? I try to avoid a lot of that stuff if I can.
Yeah.
Sometimes the hogs have, they're going to go wherever they want to go, and the dogs are going to follow them. But we try to plan some of that stuff out. I don't know if anybody else does. I'm sure they do, but
oh yeah, I was talking to a guy. I was talking to a guy in Hawaii. He's on the Big Island. He was telling me that he had some dogs fall off a cliff into the ocean.
Damn.
Because they were baying a hog, and that was it. He said, like an 100-foot cliff. No way, he said if the only way was get down there with a boat, and the boat was nowhere near, so he lost some dogs and their collars.
That's crazy.
So 2 of his good dogs, yeah.
Now we've had weird shit like that happen, man. We've had them fall off cliffs and bluffs, and it sucks.
Yeah.
I've had some dogs just fucking jump. Just jump straight off a 30, 40-foot bluff, or even bigger.
And sometimes it don't bother them at all.
No.
Usually it doesn't, though.
No, we had bird dog. Remember Boomer?
Mm-hmm.
Stupid ass dog.
I've seen a bunch of them just jump off and keep on trucking. I'm like, I didn't know dogs could jump that far down.
I didn't know they could expand and contract that much.
They just got up and shook it off and just kept hunting.
That one day Boomer did that shit. I thought I was going to die. I thought he was dead.
He was probably a good minimum 20 foot. At least 40. At least 40.
Yeah, between 20 to 40 foot. Like, it's hard to... It's really hard to judge some of those, but like...
The furthest one I ever seen was the Jag. I want to say it was Dizzy. He fell literally like 60 foot.
Yeah.
We were hunting in this bowl, and it was like just super steep all the way around, like this whole ridge, like so we couldn't walk up the head of the valley. And I had my GoPro, and I was going back, and because we were hunting, we were like, it shows Dizzy's not real far, and then all of a sudden he was like right beside us. It was like, huh. And so I went back and was watching some of the GoPro footage.
But he kept trying to jump up the side of it. Remember, I was like, what's he doing?
Yeah. And he had ran all the way out, and he had just went around on the ridge, and then he tried to get down. And I actually caught it in the corner on the GoPro. You just see the little black dot just hit the ground, and then he just comes straight to us. But like he never
was chasing that bobcat that day. Was that the day we treed that bobcat?
No. We were taking lunch when we
scared that bobcat. We didn't tree it. It was in the tree above us.
Yeah, we sat down to take lunch, and then Jig starts bouncing up on the back of his legs and like, it was like,
he started treeing.
Yeah, it was like, what's he doing? And like all the dogs like look up, and then like this bobcat jumps out and hits the ground 10 foot from us while we're eating briny weenies. Like, oh, holy shit!
Because the dogs nothing was running.
No.
They wasn't barking or nothing. We were all just kind of chilling for a minute, and
but they all just
that one little Patterdale started barking, and all of them started barking and treeing, and the cat jumped out right on top of us.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so he was just kind of roaming around, or maybe he was already up there.
I think he was all probably on the ground or something, and he was ahead of us and heard us coming or whatever, or the wind winded us or something. Yeah, and he got up in a tree, or he could have already been there. I don't know.
We were in some big spruce trees.
Yeah. But it was funny. It was definitely weird. But we've been in some wild shit like that. Like And it's the weirdest thing because like the terrain here changes so drastically.
Like it just falls off.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be flat, and then the next thing you know, it'll be just a straight. When I say flat, like for miles and miles and miles, and you'll literally be standing there, and you can walk another 100 yards, and it's like the edge of the world just stops.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And you can't, like, physically looking with your eye, there's no hole, there's no hills, no nothing. It's just flat. And you get over an edge of the woods, you're like, holy shit.
That's the top of a tree.
Yeah.
It's 100 foot tall.
So it's mountains, huh?
Yeah.
Like more mountainous.
Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of like gorges and stuff. So when we take people with us that aren't used to hunting here, first thing I do is tell, like, if the dogs are down there hammering and carrying on, they want to start running. I'm like, do not run in these woods.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Watch where you're going.
Yes, because like you're going to fall off a bluff and you're dead. Like you're fucked. It's over. And last year we had a couple guests come with us, and there was one girl, she kept wanting to run. I was like, don't run. Those dogs, I said, those are bay dogs. They're going to stay bayed until we get there. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
I said, we got to pick it. And she kept on. And literally, I caught her right before she went off the edge. And she was like, oh, my God, I didn't know that was there. I was like, well, no shit. That's what I've been telling you all night. You know, I said, so we gotta ease in here and find out where it's at. I think that was the video Nate had put up where Eminem had bayed that boar hog in a cave. Miles Threadgill was with us that night. And we went in a cave. It wasn't a deep cave or nothing. It was only probably 20 foot deep.
Yeah.
But still, it was a little cave right in the side of a mountain.
It was cut back. It was tight on the hands and knees.
Yeah, it's not a good place to be.
Yeah, I think the strangest stuff that happens here is just homeless interactions.
Yeah, that to me, that's wilder than a cave.
Dude,
People
I've
are
had
scary.
so many, bro. Yeah, live. I mean, these guys, like I was saying last time, like I talk to them normal, you know.
Yeah,
They're people. Some of them are insane, but they'll talk.
Yeah,
You treat them like normal. I don't ever piss them off. I've never ever had. One time, we had a hog bait up, and we got to about 50 yards. We let the catch dog go. And I ran in there, and I climbed over these vines, and then once I got over there, like I stepped on some tents. Oh shit! Right, I stepped over some tents, and like I had to get to the catch. So we got the pig dispatched, and we're kind of just standing there looking at it. And then I kind of seen somebody standing over by the tents, and they were like looking like they had a, you know, she did. That lady had a rifle pointed at us.
Mm.
And I was like, oh shit, hey, relax, woman, like, ain't nothing. She was like, hey, you guys better not be stealing nothing. Like, no, relax. Like, we're not stealing nothing. And then I kind of noticed she had an accent, so I switched to Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, hey, look, come here. Like, everything's okay. She put the rifle down. It was a rifle. She put it down. She came to us. You know, she was like, she just saw, and she's like, hey, make sure you, because we started gutting it. She's like, make sure you dig that, you bury that 6 feet deep. I was like, damn. We just said, okay, well, yeah. And we did kind of bury the guts a little bit, but not no 6 foot. Damn.
Yeah, no shit.
That's a big ass hole.
Yeah.
So yeah, stuff like that. Just, you know, some weird. That's one time somebody fired some shots, and I think the dog spooked a woman. And this was a different time, and fired like 2 shots. And we kind of left. I told my dogs back, and another neighboring camp, another woman came out. She's like, hey, you guys all right? And we're just like, yeah, fuck. Yeah, I was like, was that a gun? And she's like, yeah, that woman has a gun, and she's not really all there. You know, so we're like, oh shit, okay.
Dang. That's still, that'll make you nervous there.
Yeah, no, oh hell yeah. I used to set up trail cams too, just to see, you know, like pigs and stuff. And dude, I caught some weird stuff on there.
You need to send us some of those pictures, and or go to the Facebook, the Dixie Doggers podcast Facebook page,
and post them on there.
Yeah, the group.
Or the group, whatever
Yeah.
the thing is.
Oh yeah, I got
go
some.
put it on there. And
I
so,
got some.
that's what we need to start doing with everybody we interview is encourage them to go there and post some of their crazy shit.
Yeah, one time
Just can't get too violent with it, too crazy.
I went to go check on the camera, and when I got into the woods and kind of close, I found like a whole set of clothes, like kind of set up, like folded and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? And then there was underwear and everything, boots. I was like, what the fuck? And then I followed the tracks because they were going towards the camera, and they were barefoot person. I was like, dude, this person is completely naked. And he passed right by the camera. I was like, no way, I fucking got a picture of this guy. And oh yeah, bro, I got a picture of that guy.
No shit.
He was butt naked, and he went into a part of the woods and never came back out. Like I didn't get a picture of him out.
Oh fuck. That
And
is so weird.
I got the picture. The guy looks he's on a sick one.
Yeah.
And he's just,
He got hot.
he was going somewhere, and he never came back out.
Yeah, that
Man
boy
on the
boy
mission.
went to space.
He walked to Mexico.
That boy went to outer space. Do you ever get any illegals?
Like people?
Yeah.
Like illegal people?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's really no way to tell.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, but where you live at, like it's
Like any smugglers of any sort?
yeah. We want to know the good stuff, man. Tell us. Like down there where Casey them live at, like that's what he was like.
talking about a
Listen,
Mexican rape tree? I was
yeah,
like,
he was starting talking about the
"Excuse me?"
Mexican rape trees and stuff. I was like, hey, calm down. Stop
was
telling us
like-
this shit.
I
Like,
was like,
I don't want to go here.
I'm going to have nightmares. Don't tell me that.
No, most of these people are just homeless and
Yeah.
addicts.
I got you.
We're not that close to the border to where like
Okay.
there's stuff like that.
Well, that's what I was talking about a while ago. They like where they're at, like they legit, they'll be, illegals coming through. And the main thing is like they leave a lot of shit laying around, and they'll get them on game cameras and stuff, and hey, it is what it is, I was just curious if it was like that over your way.
Oh yeah, the homeless do have a shitload of trash, dude. They're eating packaged foods, and that's all that's down there. And when it rains, it just gets washed downriver. And when we go downriver, like it's full of trash in some spots. It's kind of sad, honestly. It's a whole lot of trash that's like, even if you go there and try to take some out in a bag, like you won't make it there.
Yeah, it's that's like you said, it's sad that it's like that because, I mean, hell, they could just take and burn all that shit or something,
Yeah, do some. I try to get a church involved and try to see if we could go down there one time and try to clean it up. But the church was like, oh no, that's those are certain city limits, and we'd have to get with them to get involved and to set up that event. And so, I mean, they said they were gonna try.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy
I
they got to
haven't
go
heard
through that.
Yeah, and I mean, because this wetlands is basically nature's sponge, nature's way to clean the water before it goes to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's doing its job by trapping all this trash, but if we don't take it out, I mean, it's just gonna keep getting packed.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's just going to get more and more. And I mean, I don't know what what could you really do in that situation? Every little bit you do, honestly, it helps for sure. But at the same time, you're going to feel defeated because, like, say you go down there and you take five big garbage bags and fill them up. That's still a lot of work to do that. But then when you walk off, you're like, fuck, it's still everywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah, we've done that. I've done it plenty of times with my kids.
Yeah.
I'll take them down there, and we'll take as much as I can carry. And like, yeah, that's about like a bag of trash each.
Yeah.
And we might clean one little area, but then when it rains, it brings a whole lot more, and it's like it's never ending. There's certain area that the one that I told the church about. That's gonna take people.
Yeah.
Like, hundreds of people.
It's going to be an event, yeah, to get that done.
And there's a lot of stuff that's just trapped under like debris and stuff. So it's all mixed up, plastic and foam with organic material. So it'll definitely take some work.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Well, maybe they can get it going and do something anyway. Except every little bit of help for sure. So you're at your soccer game, you said?
Yeah, my son's in practice.
Oh, is it practice? Okay, practice.
Yeah. He played. My little son's. He's in the club. He was actually in 2 teams, and he plays almost like 7 days a week, basically.
Damn.
He's a little fast. He's a soccer nut, man. He's
Conejo. He's fast, baby. Let him run.
I don't know what got. I've never done soccer. I don't know what got in him, but he's all into it.
Really?
Yeah. So when I come to the park, he's practicing, and I'll bring a dog and kind of, exercise a dog and run around myself, keep myself in shape while he's practicing.
That's good.
So that keeps the dog kind of busy.
You have to be in such good shape to play soccer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All they do is run.
You think you're in shape? Go try and play some soccer. It will humble your ass quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it takes sprinting, a lot of sprinting.
And a lot of hand-foot coordination. A lot of people are good with their hands. Very few are good with their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. My son's crazy. He's like ripped, bro. You see him, he takes his shirt off. He's like fucking 6-pack, and he's 7 years old.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
So he's a natural.
That's cool shit.
So, but yeah, back to these homeless things. I want to tell you guys a story. One time I almost got a guy wrecked, dude. I was getting this boar on a camera, right? Big boar. And I knew he was gonna be there. So I invited some cousins. I was like, dude, this boar's been coming in. We gotta go hit him, bro. So my cousins ended up lagging in the morning, right? Because it was like 5 a.m. And I already had the dogs ready. I knew the hog was going to be there. I was like, bro, we got this one chance. So I just went by myself. And as I was going in the woods, there was a homeless guy walking out. And we kind of look at each other. And he asked me for a lighter. And I was like, nah, I don't got a lighter, bro. I'm sorry. But I was like, dude, you got to come with me. You got to help me. And he's like, what? What do you mean? I was like, there's going to be a boar here, and I need help. Like, I got too many dogs. I had borrowed a bigger dog from a friend of mine. So I had 2 catch dogs. So he's like, what? Hell yeah. So he's kind of a younger guy, but he was a tweaker. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I fucking handed him a catch dog, and I said, let's go. And, we get close to the spot. And yeah, my dogs get to bayed right away. And like the hog didn't even try running. They I heard it right away. Like, oh, this hog is there. He's bayed up, bayed solid.
That guy's like, what the fuck am I taking? Oh, silly.
Yeah, he was like, what the fuck? And then so we got up in there. I got eyes on the hog. He was just standing there, fucking huge, round hog. And so I even got the trail cam picture of my dogs baying him because he was right in front of the trail cam. And so we're like, dude, I was like, okay, so just let that dog go. So we let them go. The dogs kind of went at him, and he just the hog just boom, the dog bounced off of him, and he came straight towards us, bro. And I move out the way. It was like 1 second, right? He fucking came right at us. I move out the way. The homeless guy, he kind of stepped back, and it was sand, so he stepped back and fell back. Oh, and wow. the hog fucking almost got him, dude. It passed right next to his ass, but he didn't. He just ran by him. So then, he hit the brush. The catch dogs kind of got stuck, and he smoked the dogs that day. We didn't catch him. So I got up, I saw the guy's face. Like, what the fuck? Like, God damn, that was a big ass hog. I was like, yeah, dude, you okay? I fucking check on him a little bit. And he was fine, and I was like, dude, let's go. We got to get these dogs back. So we kind of followed the dogs. We
Shit, you're fine. Let's
eventually, yeah, I was like, dude, let's go.
Oh, it was like, I just wanted a light, man. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I gave him the time of his life, bro. Like, and yeah, so we grabbed the catch dogs back, and then we tried to get the hound stayed on him, but he eventually ran him off. He got away, and that was it. The guy was like, "What the fuck? That was a huge ass pig," and
That's
you know.
That's funny as shit.
So I that was one of the best stories I got there.
No, that's probably one of the best I've ever heard. Like, period. Because like I don't know why, but I'm like that. Like, we have some homeless guys around here, and I'll recruit their ass, be like, come over and help me do this shit, you know.
Mhm, yeah.
And like, don't just stand there and look at me. Get over here. You know, you're gonna ask me for $10 or $5 or $1 or something, whatever. And but I can just picture that whole damn thing in my mind. This dude's fucking getting drugged through the bushes. This dog's fucking trying to get this hog, and he don't even know what's going on. He's just fucking hanging out. He's just there. He's just chilling.
Yeah, I was recording the
time.
thing. I was recording with my phone too, but when the hog came at me, I just shut my phone off, and it didn't catch it on video. But that was a big ass hog, dude. And then, yeah, that was it. that guy actually moved out the woods after that. I'd never seen him again.
Yeah, he probably didn't realize there was shit like that hanging out right behind where he was sleeping.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I wonder if them hogs have ever ate somebody. Like say there's a homeless person that's not in real good health. You think they've ever just like slipped in there and ate them?
Oh, I don't know.
Think about it. Think about
it. Maybe if one of these guys dies out there one day,
somebody overdosed. Tough shit supper tonight for the big boar.
Yeah, they might. I mean, that other hog was punking these people for their food.
Yeah,
the one we caught in the.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think it's because I just play all these images in my mind of like this boar hog just like sitting in the bushes. Like Sasquatch, you know, and he's just kind of looking around.
Here's the plastic rattling.
Yeah, then he steps out and then he just charges him. And then, you know, just bluff charges them. And then they're all fucking scared and they get in the tent and then the hog takes the food.
Yeah,
I can just picture this shit.
You saw that video, right? I sent you that video.
Oh yeah.
That was that one. Let me see what else. Well, shit, even the text message that I got from that guy, I sent you that.
Yeah.
15 other people in that group text.
Mm.
And that guy's like, hey man, hit me up if you need liquor.
Yeah, you need some liquor, come on with it.
Yeah, that's one of the guys I kind of I communicate with him. He'll tell me like, hey dude, there's hogs around here.
Well, that's good to have, you know, I mean, what better person to have than somebody who's out there all the time.
Exactly, right? Kind of like a landowner.
Yeah, like they know what's happening when they're coming in, where they're laying at, you know. So that's it's pretty good to have them on hand like that for sure.
Yeah, that guy actually he's bowed a bunch down. He showed me a list like of the dates and stuff.
Man,
he's got a bunch. He's bowed them down.
No shit.
He had it all written down.
That's pretty damn
I think the one time I seen the list, like he had like 80 dates on there.
Damn.
of
get him in the headlock and whoop that ass.
No, he was shooting with the bow and arrow.
Yeah. But I mean, it still would be cooler if he did.
I've always wanted to bay up a pig and then shoot it in the face with a bow and arrow.
Right.
Oh, you know what? One time, my dogs chased around a sow for a while, and we caught her. We got her caught. I got her, I got her processed, and I got her harvested. We took it home, and around this time I was practicing doing Euro mounts. So I boiled, like I cleaned her head. So when we caught her, I noticed she was skinny. When I cleaned her head, skinned it and all that, I found there was a broadhead that went through her snout and stopped at her tongue, and her tongue was like calloused up. It was real hard and fucking huge.
Damn.
But it was all healed over. Like
That's
you
crazy.
couldn't even tell. You couldn't tell there was an arrow there from when it had the skin on there. It was completely healed.
Bro, they're so tough. I mean, like, killed one last year. It was like that, had a broadhead in it. And, I mean, big-ass expandable broadhead. It acted like it wasn't even bothered, you know? And then, so, who else was that? Was it Braxton that they killed that one where it was shot right in the head? Had a bullet hole in it?
No, it was like right down here.
Or it was below?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was up above his eyes. It's below his eyes. Anyway,
I
he
want to say
shot
it
the
was
snout.
Braxton. Yeah. A lot of times the snout would catch it, but
Yeah.
basically anything between the top of the head and the eyes, yeah, you got it. But if you snout shooting, like you said, a lot of times they can walk that off.
Yeah, this sow was running. She ran for a good while,
That's impressive.
and she was still alive, and she was skinny though. You could tell, like, hey, something's wrong with this pig.
Mm-hmm. It done took its toll. She was losing that weight.
Yeah, that's probably about the weirdest one that I've found.
We caught one maybe 2 summers ago or something like that at a place, and these guys had started thermal hunting, and so when we go in there, the dogs have one bayed, and then I turned a run catch dog loose, because like the hogs are real bad to break and run, you know. So as soon as we got with like 100 yards, I was like, go ahead and kick them out. So we kick them out. They get caught. We're probably 50 yards behind them. And man, when we got in there, we started getting close. I said, damn, something's dead in here. It stunk so. I'm talking about, it was horrible. It was that hog, the hog that was alive that the dogs had caught.
Oh yeah.
There was it was like where they had shot. It was like right behind her front shoulder. And dude, it was so nasty. It was rank. It was bad. I don't see how in the hell he was still alive. You know, honestly, the shot, the position of where it was at, it should have been just a perfect shot, you know. But it didn't. That hog, it didn't slow that bitch down none.
So you think the smell? Dogs. You think the smell was from like its guts, or just like
it was rotten. Like there was maggots on the hog while it was alive.
Oh.
Like they were falling out. It was nasty. It was. I called the landowner and I was like, dude, I said, you got to do something about this shit. I said, I said, we're coming here and try to pick up all the stragglers, and which we were catching way more than the thermal guys were even getting close to. They wasn't even nowhere near our numbers, but it was still. I was like, I'm not doing this. You know, this is nasty. It's horrible.
So it had been shot before?
Yeah, it had been shot. And when I found out about it, it had been shot about a week before with a, what you said he had? It was a 308.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said it was a 308 or I'm pretty sure it's what he said, 308. And I mean, like I said, it just sucked it up. Like it didn't look like it done much. But like you could tell where he hit it at. Like I said, theoretically, it looked like it was right behind the front shoulder. So you would think, like, hey, that would be a deadly shot, but it didn't do shit.
Yeah. Did it have a good shield on it, maybe? Like the boar?
No, this was a sow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's why I was like no shield. It was a good size hog too, though. You know, it wasn't a monster, but like a couple 100 pounds. But even at that rate, is like, I don't know if maybe it just might have been some bad ammo or something, or she could have had her leg pulled back and it hit a bone or something. We didn't investigate any further.
Yeah, she just stunk.
Dude, like I said, I'm serious. When we were probably 40 to 50 yards away, you could smell it. And it was, I literally thought, first thing I thought, I was like, they done dumped a bunch of dead hogs out right here. and it was just that one. And she was still, like I said, and it wasn't like she was just laid up, barely moving. It was like this son of a bitch was scrapping. That's why I couldn't believe how much fight this hog still had in it. Like I said, they're just tough, extremely tough. They can take some abuse. No doubt about it. So, but anyway, so maybe we can, maybe you'll have some good news for us before too long with a bay pen set up, and we can be able to come down that way and be the first honkies to bay dogs in Tijuana.
Yeah. Well, definitely, it's gonna happen.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited.
But,
Yeah, I got a lot of people kind of asking me. I mean, I get people asking me to get them a hog all the time. It's like,
yeah, sorry.
I can't.
Now they can. Now they can come try it
It's
out.
be the hookup.
Yeah. A lot of terrier people too. A lot of people out here have little terriers that really don't. They can't do bite work with them. So
yeah, terriers and bite work not a good combination usually. Not with the smaller, like Jack Russells and Jags.
Yeah, that's a big thing out here.
We've seen somebody do bite work with a Jag, and fun fact, he just liked biting people after that.
It was so bad, like you would have to put the sleeve was outside the door. So you put the sleeve on when you walk in the house, and you had to catch the dog at least 2 times, and then he'd calm down. That dog,
that's probably about the only breed that I see probably doing that, because all the rest of them, like Jack Russell, they don't really care about people, or Patterdales.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I know the Bull Terriers, a lot of the ones that I breed, like, they don't give a shit. Like, they don't want to bite a person.
No. Yeah, and that's
they're really nice.
But those fucking Jags, they were just stupid, like it's just crazy. But they're a good breed. I like them. I've had them for years, and if the hogs hadn't changed as much as they have, that'd still probably be the only dogs I'd be running. But things have changed, and I had to change with them. So, got to do
what do you mean? What do you mean they're just like faster, or the Jags are?
No, like the young terriers, like there's still certain places that we hunt that they shine way better than any other dogs. But for the hogs that really run, and what I mean is, like, say we go to a property and there's one big boar hog track, and I want to catch that hog, that one specific hog. I got to have a dog that's cold enough nosed I can put on that track, and then it's got to have enough bottom and speed to stick with it all day and be able to stop it. Because it might be a 5-hour race. It might be 8 hours. It might be 1 hour. You never know.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's hard for those. And I've had some of them that'll stay. They'll hang in there. Man, they do really good, but they cannot do what those running hounds can do.
Yeah, right.
Just being able to stay at a double-digit speed for so many hours.
Yeah, 8 hours is crazy. You guys have had that long of a race?
Oh, yeah.
And that, like, I'm not going to say it's super common, but maybe not just for us, but if I took 5 or 6 guys that I personally know, the average would probably be about 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours in a race.
There's a lot that's what we do too.
Like that would be the average. A long race would probably be 8 to 10 hours. And there's races that have been even longer than that. Like, if the weather conditions are good.
You could do it, right?
I know some guys right now that they've turned their dogs, and I've done it too, like with Houdini.
Yeah.
I've had it where I've kicked the dog out, and 12 hours later, 14 hours later, and I'm trying to cut the dog off because he ain't going to stop running.
And it's the same dog?
Same dog. One dog. Like, only one. That's it.
God damn.
Oh, yeah.
That's a long race.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. And you also got to stop and think, like, this dog, And I'm not saying just mine, but the culmination of dogs, that the style of dog I'm talking about, they're running, I'd say on average, a good average speed would probably be 12 to 15 miles an hour for that amount of time.
That's fast.
Oh no, that's probably the average. When they break out, if they get open areas, like, well, I've got a couple, and my dogs aren't fast like some of them, but they'll bust 22 to 25 miles an hour. They'll wear that shit out.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Shit, I've never seen those numbers on my Garmin.
But like there's hogs here that are running 40.
Yeah. I mean, they're short bursting, running hard as hell for 20 minutes and losing a dog. And a lot of them are figure eight and cutting back.
And then they'll just squat.
Yeah, and squatting and then just
so they're resting a little bit. And that poor old dog is getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
But it's a little different.
Yeah, that figure eight stuff, it'll confuse dogs. Cause then they're running on like the old sand. They don't know what's new, right?
Yeah, and then it's only like a 10-minute difference.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, shit, that's hard. That's hard to discern.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to look at a track and be like, yeah, this was 2 hours old or 4 hours old. So I couldn't imagine the difference between 10 minutes.
I think that's why the running hounds do so good on it. Is like because they can drift the track.
Yeah.
They keep their head up. They don't have to have their head down. And they're probably close enough that they're going to see it.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Which, I mean, you can shut a lot of those races down, turn running catch dogs loose to them. But I mean,
if you got a fresh hog, he's going to shit right.
Yeah. So, a lot of times it's good to wear him down.
But like I said, like if you're talking these hogs that are 250 to 350 pounds with big teeth, we want to wear them down a little bit so we don't take a lot of damage on our other dogs.
Oh yeah.
If we can, because like with running just real rough dogs, man, we've made so many in their bed, and we've caught them right in their bed, but it's a damn fight. You know what I mean? Like,
they're
rough.
fresh.
Yeah, man. And so it's like, there's a lot of times we don't catch the hog. Sometimes it's just a race, but at the same time, it's like when we do get him, usually by the time we get there, one little bulldog go in there and hang him, and we just go up there and flip him over.
Yeah.
You got him kind of wore out. It's not like it all the time, of course, but that's what we're shooting for.
Yeah, usually here, like the in the morning, once the boars are like in their beds, they won't run. They're like, they don't want to come out.
Yeah.
So we do get a nasty fight.
Well, these some bitches here.
First thing in the morning.
If you pull up and you shut a car door or shut the truck door or the dog box or the dogs start barking, there's a lot of places that hog will get up right then and start trotting.
Yeah, they're not really desensitized to that shit.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking leave because they know what's coming.
Yeah. Like the ones here is good that they're kind of in the cities, so they hear a bunch of shit.
That's right.
So they're desensitized. Like I've pulled up on some spots where, like, we pull up in the car, take a little trail, and they don't really react to a car. Or people on horses too. People on horses say they run into them all the time, and they don't act the same.
Yeah.
They kind of see a horse as like just another animal.
Mm-hmm. That's we've talked about getting, like, because the terrain that we're hunting, a lot of it's real rough. So we've talked about doing the mules and stuff, or mules and horses or whatever, but probably be more along the line of hunting off mules. And that's going to be something that happens. I just don't know how soon, but it's definitely something that's coming.
It's in the works.
Yeah, that's a whole another animal you got to feed.
Yeah, but like at the same time though, like the places we hunt, it's worth feeding that animal, for us. Just like I said, it's where we're at, because there's one property we hunt right now, and it's not a real big property, but there's one trail that you could get that mule, get down there, and you could ride that whole property.
Yep.
And he can make it around there. Other than that, you got to walk it. Okay, well, walking's not that bad. I've done it for years.
Toting that dang pig out.
But like you said, when you're hauling that pig out, or if your dogs get hurt, you got to haul them out.
separates the men or the boys from the men?
I'm going to say the number 2 dog that I've ever owned, almost number 1, Bella. Like, I mean, she's a phenomenal fucking dog, like phenomenal. We lost her because we were down in a bottom and we couldn't get her out fast enough. And we were trying to work on her there and we just couldn't get her out. You know what I mean? Like, we were toted that dog every step. The difference, like, if we'd have had a mule, potentially we could have saved her. Maybe not. I don't know. But I know coming up that hill where you're not walking up the hill, but you're having to climb because, like, you're almost standing straight up when you're walking. When you get to those, that's what's going to help because there's one little path that you could take. And it's crazy how good and sure-footed a lot of those mules are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just crazy how good
I'm
they
tired
are.
of being the mule.
Yeah. Nate's been a mule for a long time.
Packing stuff out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. My favorite thing in the world is now the deer backpack.
Yeah.
I had seen a video.
Oh, where you could tie the stuff on there?
Yeah, knuckle out the front legs and, like, take out the bone and then put it through the Achilles. I'd seen a lady on Instagram. She had done this thing with Meat Eater about it. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely stealing that. I haven't tried it with a pig yet. I think it should work. But I've only done it with deer so far. All of our pigs we killed this year, we haven't really killed that many in the bottom.
No,
we ain't been mad at them this year.
No, like, we've had a lot of shit going on. I mean, we've still knocked out quite a few. But
oh yeah, none at home where we was like.
We've traveled. Yeah. We've traveled and hunted more than we have at home, really.
Yeah.
And plus, like, there's a lot of times we don't even want to catch the hog. We just want to run him and bait him.
Yep.
And so we don't try to kill every single hog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that we can manage hogs at all. You know, like, we can't catch them and cut them, and we can't have a live hog, of course, or whatever. But once we catch it, upon capture, we have to dispatch it. So
yeah. Same as here.
Okay, so say if we get down there and the dogs have the hog bayed for 30 minutes, and by the time we get there, the hog breaks and goes off the property, well, I call my dogs back and we just go. We're just going to leave. So it's like that's, I guess you'd say that's kind of the gray area. And we try to use it the best we can because we don't catch anything and release it by no means. And so we haven't even tried to put up any big numbers this year. We're probably about 100 for the year, I'd say. And then the last few years we've averaged 250 to 300.
Damn, that's a good number.
Well, I mean, last year and the last 3 or 4 years, really, like, we've hunted a lot. And when you hunt a lot, you go to good places, you catch a lot if you got decent dogs. Yeah. Mainly because other people's dogs, not ours.
Mm-hmm.
Because our dogs suck.
Yeah, no, I don't think I think a year, maybe, I don't know. I think maybe my best years have been close to 100.
Yeah.
And that's including all the. Yeah, it is. It's like almost like one every time you go out or whatever, like if you go out on a weekend or whatever.
And it's also, like you said, if there's places where you don't have a lot of hogs. I mean, we've went and hunted with other people and, like, dude, we catch, 10 or 15 hogs that weekend. I'm like, holy shit. I won't catch 15 for the whole month at the house.
Yeah, right.
And so it's like, yeah, we should be catching 300 or 400 for the year. And, and I've had some people, they're like, man, y'all ain't catching shit. I'm like, well, bring your dogs over here and hunt with us. And see how well we do.
There just ain't that many. There just ain't that many, right?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, same as here. And I mean, I don't really like the idea of killing every single one because then what the hell am I going to hunt tomorrow?
Yep. Exactly. So we had to see where we at on time. We get pretty close, yeah. Doing pretty good there. We got about an hour and 40 on that one.
Yeah, about an hour and a half.
So we had the other hour and a half on that. So
yep.
If you got You got anything else you want to add on this one, Dan?
No, probably
Pretty
not.
good.
We'll save it for next time. Yeah, we'll save it for next time.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can do it again. I think we got enough on between these two to put out one good one or even two separate ones.
Yeah,
Either way, whatever he wants to do, whatever it works out.
I'll see how it flows out.
Yeah.
I'll listen to them.
I was going to say, because like the other night, I don't know how much of that as far as time wise, because I didn't keep up with the time.
Yeah.
And so
I want to say it was like an hour and a half.
I wrote an hour 38 from the other night. So, but anyway, man, we appreciate you getting on and taking time and doing this.
You have very unique
Yes, sir.
perspective.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's having somebody on here that's not scared to try something.
Oh, yeah.
And they're doing something. It's unique for the area where you're at. Definitely, you're going to be like, there's nobody doing that, especially like with this bay pen and stuff is what I'm talking about. So I'm really, really curious to see how all this works out. And also, man, like if there's anything that we can do to help, you just let us know. And if we're able to do it, we'll do it.
Yeah. Dude, probably just connected me with the right people, and like you guys already gave me those names, so
Yeah.
I gotta hit those guys up when the time comes.
Yeah, that's I think that's going to be the best thing. Like I said, I know it from a competitor's standpoint, and I know what I like. Like I said, and everybody likes something different. So, but I think those 2 or 3 guys could really put you on and make it something worthwhile.
I agree.
So
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be talking to them.
yeah. So man, we appreciate you and your brother, like having him be able to get in there with you, and you got somebody there that you make a good team. Shit, it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, that's all I need. I've always been wanting to do something with him, because we're kind of the same. We're dog men, and
Yeah.
we like shit like that. But he's over there; he can't come over here. And I mean, I really got no reasons to go down there because I like all this dog stuff. So if we put dog shit down there, I'm gonna go down there.
That's right. So, all right, my man. I appreciate you, and y'all just keep on doing your thing. And like I said, send us some pictures and videos, and we'll just go from there with it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna send you some pictures of some homeless and
Hell yeah,
trippy shit I caught on camera.
All right, man. Well, that'll work. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Dan.
See you, Dan.
All right, good night.
All right. So we got that one taken care of. It's Mr. Dan. We're gonna have a bay pen in Tijuana.
The Mexican Hog Bay.
Tijuana.
Meet the love of your life.
Yes. You know what he said? Richie needed to go down there. Not a lot of people are going to understand that, especially a bunch of you younger guys.
It's about Richie Valens.
Dude, yes, Bob took him down there.
Oh, okay.
Do you not know what I'm saying? Because like Rosie was mad as fuck, dude. Bob's already drunk. He's like, you know what you need? And Donna done broke up with the guy. Like, Richie's dying.
I know what you're talking about.
Donna. And hey, Bob was like, come on, little brother. He said, you got screwed, blue, and tattooed. A little bit of that rattlesnake.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't he wake up with like
Yeah,
a
he woke up in the
shaman?
shaman said, yes, sir. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Some of that La Bamba.
Yeah.
When necesito no poca de gracias. Yes, baby. All right, well, that's another one in the books. And till the next time, vamonos.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that episode. If there's anything or anyone you'd like to hear on the podcast, or if you'd like to come hunt with us, don't hesitaate to contact us at dixiedoggers01@gmail.com.